Hello.
Hi, this is Deputy Bailey again. We spoke earlier.
Hi.
Hey, are you home yet?
I am not. I'm still at my dad's place.
Okay.
What What's going on?
Uh, so it sounded like you returned home earlier and left in a different vehicle. Is that right?
No, absolutely not.
So who showed up at your house a little bit ago then?
My girlfriend probably went home. She's supposedly on her way back to my dad's house.
Okay, because I have some issues with some of the stuff you told me earlier.
Okay.
So I went out there and I looked at the camera in the building, and those are definitely gunshots, and there's video of you shooting a gun at the camera.
Okay. Um,
So can you tell me about what's going on with this? And tell me truthfully?
yeah. Well, I was 100% truthful earlier, but um, there's been like it's hard to explain. Like my friend who's a lawyer, even recently, like talked to Terry, and then afterwards, like came out of that thinking like I was a bad guy, and I've like known this guy for like a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like I don't know if subterfuge is the right word, but like there's like lots and problems. It is the idea that I like tried to like hurt Terry.
No, there's just literally a video of you pointing and shooting a gun at the building where the camera is and hitting the camera. So like there's video evidence of you doing it. So if you just want to tell me why you did it, that's fine. I just don't want to be lied to anymore.
No, I definitely don't want to lie to you. That wasn't my intention at
Okay.
any point. Um,
So I watched the
there's
video.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I watched the video and I see the video of you shooting the camera. So can you tell me what happened, please?
Yeah, so there's a video of me, you're saying,
Yes.
and I understand that. I am just, I'm wanting to not speak to that in such a way that isn't like properly kind of vetted by my lawyer. Not because I'm not trying to like say that anything went wrong in a specific way. I just don't want to, like, I have ADHD, severe 2D or 2E ADHD, and like sometimes the way I talk about things is not uh, properly descriptive of what like actually happened, but like the facts of like what has like gone down over there um, generally are like harder to convey to people after Terry kind of like talks to them out of court, I guess, and says whatever he says. Like I'm already at a bad position to try to make my position and thinking like clear because of my disability, if that makes sense.
Quite,
And
quite
that's been
honestly,
like
I'm not
the
understanding.
central issue to like this whole thing with Terry. Like it started with us making a disability request about kind of these disabilities, and then that led to us having the initial termination of our thing, and then we've been fighting in court ever since. Um, so like the rules were supposed to be kind of like laid out clearly, and being shot at, and kind of putting up our little stupid tarp thing like so that he couldn't like see us and shoot at us. And then later, the fact that there's like a stupid little tarp thing makes it look really bad because our crap looks bad, right? So, but the tarp went up so that he couldn't shoot at us and, watch us.
So I'm entirely confused by everything you just told me. So
Okay,
I just want
I mean,
to.
thank you for telling me that because that is That's what I would expect if I'm
So,
talking,
so
you know.
I just want to clarify, like, do you or do you not want to tell me what happened? Because you kind of dance
I,
around telling
I
me.
absolutely do. I'm not trying to dance, but I don't want to improperly describe what happened. Can we talk when I'm able to talk with my attorney so that I don't like hurt our eviction case and if I did that immediately in the morning
So
per
are
se?
you telling me that you don't want to talk to me without a lawyer? Is that what I'm understanding?
Absolutely not. I would like to talk to you at least after consulting a lawyer, not as a regular person, but as someone whose brain doesn't work well enough to not have that thing happen before I talk to you about it.
Okay. Well,
But I assure you, no crime was committed by me.
Okay. Well, here's the issue at hand. So I have probable cause to arrest you. So
I understand that.
I would appreciate if you would meet with me tonight so I could get this handled tonight rather than trying to schedule a time later on because
So
obviously
you prefer if I'm not able to discuss with my attorney first?
you can discuss with them afterwards, and if you still want to talk to me, that's fine after you talk to them. But
That would be preferable to make sure I'm not making any mistakes.
Okay, but my issue is that I have probable cause to arrest you for a crime that was committed with a firearm, and so now I'm more concerned for other people's well-being if you're still out there with said gun. So I would be
There's
more
absolutely no threat. There wasn't ever a threat to anyone.
Okay, so are you willing to meet with me tonight to get this handled?
Are you willing to uh, give me a reasonable accommodation, allow me to talk with my attorney in the morning before you finalize your investigation, just because of my disability and the history here?
So if you want to call him after you've been arrested, that's fine. But I'm asking if you're willing to meet with me tonight to get this taken care of.
To be arrested?
Yes, correct.
Is it unlawful for me to try to talk with my attorney before that so that, because I believe I should be given an adequate ability to, propose my side of the story in the investigation?
And I would like to hear your side of the story, but I can't talk to you if you're invoking your right to an attorney, and I have probable cause to arrest you. So here, let me finish. Let me finish. Okay, let me finish.
Is it
Garrett,
possible that you would
Garrett, let me finish. I'm talking.
allow me
Okay.
to talk?
So here's what I'm saying: is either you can meet me tonight and be arrested and talk to your attorney later on, or if you want to talk to your attorney and not talk to me
Just when they're
tonight,
awake.
and then there's a possibility that we won't get to talk at all, and then there will just be an arrest warrant issued for you. So there's kind of two routes we
That's
can
fair.
take.
Well,
Okay.
I'm not, if that happened, I would gladly go down to Oregon City.
Okay.
But
So
I would, again, what I'm asking for is that because of the disability, we allow, a few hours to actually talk with the attorney. That unique kind of disability puts me at odds with kind of bureaucratic systems. But
So if you don't want to meet with me tonight, you're not like I'm not going to go track you down into Portland kind of deal. But if you talk to your
I
attorney
appreciate
tomorrow, let
that.
me finish, please. I don't appreciate being talked over. So if you
Sorry.
decide that you want to talk to your attorney tomorrow morning and then decide to call in, there's a very good chance that when you call in, I'm not going to be at work because I don't work 24 hours a day, and you're going to tell this story to someone who's not going to understand the context of it and not know the things that I know. So that's going to be the downside of that. But that's up to you. I'm not going to ask you any further questions about what happened because you are invoking your right to an attorney, which is totally fine. It's obviously your right to do so. I'm not upset about that, but I'm just trying to explain like the two sides of like doing it now versus waiting, if that makes sense.
I understand. So while I totally get where you're coming from, I just my understanding is that the camera that I had turned off earlier today was illegally installed to watch our premises. And the courts even backed that up. when
Okay.
it came to the restraining order. It like followed us, and he shot at us, and I would like to talk to you in the morning. I just want to talk to someone that can tell me that I'm not saying the wrong thing, because I always say the wrong thing.
Okay. I mean, that's fine if you want to talk to your attorney, but I'm not going to be working in the morning. So if you want to talk to them and call back, you're going to be talking to someone who doesn't know the whole story, which is also fine. I'm going to write up a probable cause statement that if you talk to the deputy tomorrow and want to turn yourself in, they will be able to handle that tomorrow morning as well. They're just not going to have the full backstory that I have regarding the investigation, okay?
Okay, so can you tell me, I appreciate where you're coming from, and I'm not trying to waste your time. Even if I could just collect my thoughts for a few moments and call you back, like, is that possible for me to do that in like a half hour, or could you call me back in a half hour?
So are you going to talk to your attorney or not? Because you've invoked your rights, so I cannot talk to you.
I would like to. I understand probable cause. Yeah. Would it be possible for you to call me back in an hour and potentially discuss your investigation?
Are you going to be talking to your attorney, or are you just wanting time to get
I would
yourself
not be able to do that within the next half hour, but again, because of my disability, the time to sit for a second and think and collect my thoughts would allow me to make a decision.
So you've already invoked your rights to talk to counsel, and once you've done that, I can no longer ask you questions until you've like done that. So
right,
I'm not going to be doing that, okay?
Can I rescind my right to counsel and ask that you call me back in some short amount of time that doesn't near the end of your shift, and we can talk then for sure. And I may have to invoke my right to counsel at that time, but again, 10 minutes to think for me is different than for a normal person. I have significant disabilities.
Okay, well, I don't think that's entirely reasonable.
I'm not trying to jerk you around.
Well, it's kind of one or the other, and we're kind of at a standstill, okay? So we're not going to do that tonight. If you want to talk to your attorney and call in tomorrow morning, that is fine. You can do that. And then just try to explain the best you can to a deputy in the morning about what's going on, okay?
And will there be a probable cause hearing set?
So there will be a probable cause statement entered that if you want to turn yourself in, you'll be taken to jail afterwards, but you will still, if you talk to your attorney and you both decide that you want to still tell us what's going on, that deputy can write down what you said. It just likely will not be me.
Fair enough.
Okay. So,
I understand. I appreciate it. I'm sorry.
Yep, and I'm just trying to explain things the best that I can because, you know, it
Thank
is
you.
your right to have counsel and speak to them first before an interview, and I don't want to violate your rights, but I also
I
there's
can't
things
afford
that
counsel, but just being able to understand my thoughts takes a little bit longer.
Okay, well, if you decide you want to call in tomorrow morning after speaking to whatever counsel you may have, you can decide to make a statement then, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye.
End recording.